When I first came to this practice, I was still seeing and having work done by the prosthodontist. I was just having trouble communicating because I wasn't happy and he wasn't getting it. So I decided I was going to get a second opinion to make sure that I wasn't losing my mind. And so I made an appointment and I came in, and the doctor went through everything, and then he just kind of said, well, you got this, you got that, and it was all the things that I was complaining about. So I knew that I was okay. And I went back, and the other dentist said, well, he's not one of my peers, but he's actually so much more educated than this guy ever thought of being. Well, when I first came here and was making a decision on the work that was going to be done and exactly what we were going to do, first of all, I was a basket case. So it was very scary because I'd already had a nightmare. And I cried a lot. And the ambience of the office here is very, very warm. It's a very positive feeling, which I was not getting before. And it didn't matter whether it was at the front desk or, you know, the assistants. It's very warm and very friendly. And so we went through the whole thing as to what he could do and, you know, what I hope to get from it, the changes and things. And I just felt so good about it. I just said, let's go. The thing that I think that makes Dr. Burney special, besides the talent that he has in the workmanship that he does and the detailed and all of this extra schooling that he's taken on and the familiarity with all the new equipment and things like that, is he's human. You feel like you can talk to him, you can reach out and touch him. He doesn't separate himself or put himself up on a pedestal. He's a very normal, but yeah, he's a very normal, touchable person. Doctors should be like that, you know. Well, probably the average person wouldn't even know one thing from another, but because of the nightmare that I had prior to coming here, and I thought that I had gone through the right channels to get a doctor a dentist that would be good and that would know what they were doing, that specialized in it, and they were on Ventura Boulevard, you know, and all this kind of stuff that you think fix your teeth. I found that the technology they had were the same thing they had had years ago, even to the TVs and the VCR instead of a flat screen and something else. And when I came here, I'd done so much research that I had commented on, that I had read that there was this piece of equipment that when you bite on it, it can tell where you're biting heavier than you are on others, so that the doctor would know where to make the adjustment. And I made that remark, and Dr. Burney says, well, I have that piece of equipment. And he has a lot of others, and he's trained in how to use it, and that's why you end up, you know, getting that bite and that completion and everything that makes people, you know, happy with the work. And I realized that my mouth, every mouth is different, and my mouth had little quirks to it, and I knew that I had to work around those. But we worked around them till my mouth didn't hurt and it was completed and it felt like my mouth. I believe that if there's anyone that needs to have any dental cosmetic stuff, I would be more than willing to recommend him. And not just the cosmetic, but you know, he's an everyday dentist that people need, but he really thrives in solving the problems of the cosmetic dentistry, or problem solving. And he's a very warm, compassionate person, and I would not think twice of saying, yes, you know, this is the guy that's going to solve your problems. He's wonderful.